Hello goat lovers, Crystal here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and we have been so busy with show and everything else going on that we haven't mentioned we have 3 does that are going to kid within a week. So we got all their new pens up and we're getting excited about it. So we have Dawn here. She is our first that's going to be due, which is actually the 6th. So this is going to be her 4th kitting. She is 4 years old, and she's huge. Now Dawn has always given us triplets, but she's never really been quite this big. So it'll be interesting to see if she's got quads in here this time. She's not a real fat goat, so these are betas in there. I think we might give her the biggest birthing stall over there. So I'm just going to trim her hooves up. They already have been CD&T'd, coppered, and bolus. And I will provide the links below in the description so you guys can see those videos if you're wondering how that's done. And this is Lacey. She is a 7-year-old, and she is due the 10th. I'm going to wager she definitely has at least 2, but the size of her bagging up, she might even have 3 in here. She's a pretty deep-bodied doe, so she's able to hide them. But she is on her 6th kitting. So she's 7 years old, and this will be her 6th. And then we have Sky. She is 7 years old. This is going to be her 6th time kidding. She's acting pretty nervous here. She's not really bagged up too much, but her due date is going to be on the 16th. So she's still a couple weeks out. And she's typically one of the fatter does. So she's been a giant before and had a single, so I have no clue with her, especially she's so meaty back here. I can't really feel much tendon or on her ligaments. They're really hard to feel, so I'm sure they're loosening up by now because she's pretty giant, but a lot of that is blubber. Big old mama. Alright, so because they are all getting so close to labor, I am frequently going to check them, and one of the things I check actually is their ligaments. So, turn around for me, girl. Okay, so this is their tailbone, and their ligaments, they do not run, alongside their tailbone. They actually come out. Let me feel for hers. Hers are right here, and they're coming out in a V from the tailbone. So they're more this way. So it is really squishy all around there, but her 2 ligaments right here, they start here and then they come out. Now what I check for every day, or especially if they're looking a little off, a little extra lazy, I'm just checking for those ligaments, because once those ligaments are gone, she is in labor. She's actually in active labor, and in theory it's 12 hours from that point before you have babies. It has gone longer for me before, a couple times. She is one of them that it's gone beyond the 12 hours. So, but either way, it is active labor once those ligaments are gone. So that is the best way to be able to tell. Now, don't let them trick you or confuse you, because sometimes when they're, say, the day before, they are squishy. So sometimes you really have to dig to find them. But anyway, that's one way. Another way, if you guys can see, her vulva starting to open up a little bit. Okay, so another thing I gauge is their udder. But this isn't going to be your definite sign by any means. She is starting to bag up, but not so much, to be honest. It's really not that bagged up considering how many babies she has, which at least 3, and that her due date's in 5 days. So they're all different. I've had them not even bag up until they went into labor before, so, but I do still gauge the udder, because when they do go into labor, typically that udder gets huge, you know, you can tell it's bigger, it has milk in it all of a sudden. The hormones start releasing and telling that, you know, make milk. So I watch the udder. And if you guys can see, she looks like a big old ball. A big pregnant ball. When she gets close, or, you know, day of, sometimes it happens, but these sides are actually going to look sunken in, and what that does is the babies have dropped. So that just means they're getting into position, so her babies have dropped. So another thing I always look for is right here on their sides, it'll, you know, be a dip, and then all of a sudden they don't look as big and round because the babies fell down to the bottom. So that is the other sign. So when your doe is getting close to labor, just keep an eye on those things. You know, when they have more than one, sometimes they can go early also. If they have larger numbers, they're running out of room. It's not always, but it can happen. So just keep a real close eye, and that's why we do put them in their own pens. If we happen to be working or we're not home, you know, we don't have to worry about any other does messing with them, and they can just have their little quiet spot to have their babies. So that is it, guys. We will be posting the videos of their labors, so that's coming, you know, within a week or so. We'll be posting those, so stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed and getting those notifications, and you guys can see how many babies they all have. I'm gonna bet 3 and 2. So that's my guess. You guys go ahead and tell me what you think that they have, and we will be hearing from you soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.